Hello, my name is Charles Ochi and welcome to my video presentation. In this video presentation, I will be talking about web service, security, data store design, CRUD and NoSQL, accessing and displaying data in a web page, and imputing data from a web page to the store. Web servers. The first step is to install the SDK in Codio before I can run the app. To do this, I enter the past install Google App Engine code to the terminal in Codio. The next step is to configure the local app page and the local admin page. By doing this, both the local app and the admin page can be viewed. I then download the Google App Engine and create my own application. As you can see from the screenshots, after creating the application identifier, I updated the app in Codio and added two more options to the local and admin page. My Gmail details are entered to enable verification of the application identifier. I added my personal identifier to the Google App Engine. Once I set up, deploying is quick and easy. Security. When using the internet security, there are ways to help keep work and private information secure. SSL can be used to support the Google App Engine application. As a Google Apps administrator, I can use the Google Admin Console to manage my account. However, if I want to provide a HTTPS address that is use SSL security with my custom domain, the setup is a bit more involved and this costs money. I wasn't able to get SSL to my Google application, getting users and out of the app. I use the code by the left to do this. It says if the user logs in using a Gmail account which self requests the URI, it links the user to my homepage account, which is the index.html. So only people who have Gmail accounts can view my website. Else, if the user clicks a logout button I created in the homepage, it logs the user out and directs the user to the login page by the right. Data store design. I got a Python code online to create the data store for my web server. I then modified and changed this code so that it can be linked to my website. This is the data store Python code which is saved as main.py. The first step in designing my data store is to create a query object by calling the query class method on my NDB model class. Once I have the query object, I call this first method to retrieve the matching records. In my contact.html file, I have a form which enables users to send me a message and it goes directly to my data store. As you can see from the code by the right, it gets the user's name, email, message, and prints it and it goes to my data store. To take me to the data store viewer, I click on the SDK console in the Google App Engine launcher. It takes me to the Google App Engine. I click on data store viewer and I can see my data store being created. You can see everything here. In the data store viewer is where the CRUD comes in. The data store is classed as NoSQL and it uses CRUD to allow the user to create, read, update, and delete the data in this data store. If a user wants to create a new entity, it clicks create new entity, email Charles Ochi. This is an example. The user can put anything he wants and it comes out here. If a user wants to update an information, it clicks on the key. This is what comes out when the user updates the information. If a user wants to delete an information or if it deletes any data here, clicks on this and goes to delete. The data vanishes after this. About accessing and displaying data in my web page. Because of how my website is set up as a personal portfolio thing, I decided not to display information on the web page because these are personal messages people send to me and I won't like anyone to see them. In the future, I will be able to create a page where certain users can view certain messages. If a user wants to impute and information, and I can be able to see them in my data store. The user goes on the contact page, and the user can write any email, any information he or she wants. The user then submits this, and it takes the user back to my index page, where the user has a choice to log out from the page. After this, I can be able to see this information in my data store. After refreshing my data store, this is the information which the user just inputted in my website. Thank you for watching.